And that. Sup, guy?
Good morning, guy.
Good morning, guy.
Yes.
Salute. Mm.
This will
I think
forever be mine since I got it from the game.
that I was gonna say that's from the game. Hell yeah. Hell
Sir,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Another beautiful yet cold New England morning. The mornings are getting a little bit more crispy. Time for the hoodies to come out. Time for the put that dog away.
No, sir. No, sir.
Time for the beanies to come out. This nice little Patriots beanie from the pro shop from Thursday night. Had to snag that because my ears were freezing. Nice the little Drake May beanie that'll become. I'll stamp his name on it within a couple more weeks. But
He'll have a logo very soon, sir. He'll have a logo very
facts.
soon.
As soon as that comes out, I'm grabbing it. So
You know that.
need me a Drake May beanie out there if anybody hears me. But yeah, hell yeah. Roland, we haven't been on in a little bit just because life. But we are back. We are rolling, and let's get into it. I know you wanted to start the show with a great, not a great situation, but a great topic to open up the show with. So I will let you roll with it, and yeah, let's hit it.
So yeah, so obviously we are Boston based guys. We talk Boston sports. We talk obviously all sports. And when certain things in sports and life happen, obviously it impacts the entire sports world in its entirety. And it unfortunately things like this happen. Obviously, we had two situations occur last week. Or excuse me, a week and a half ago. That
Seems like last week.
this shouldn't happen. But we wanted to start the show off. And just give our love and light to the Dallas Cowboys community, the you know everybody in Texas, really, everybody in the NFL. Just heartbreaking news regarding Marshawn Nealon. Young 24-year-old gentleman. We just assume is living the life, doing his thing.
Literally ran back with a fumble on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, like off a touchdown. You don't think you would get a report from a 24-year-old who just scored his first NFL touchdown to be there be a report of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It's just very unfortunate. We end every show on a very high note. I try to finish every show off with one of my favorite quotes that I've heard and listened. I learned it and I just spread it as much as I possibly can because the numbers are so astronomically crazy. It's actually, from my guy Neil deGrasse Tyson. He did the math of like how almost impossible it is to be alive. And just spreading that message to let everybody know, like, if you do the math on how you got here, it's almost impossible. So it's I don't want to use the word mandatory, but it's imperative that you take care of yourself first. Obviously, nobody has the opportunity to choose the things that occur in their life, the life that they were born into, the life they're taught, the things, but taking your own life obviously is a very serious, if not one of the most serious matters in regards to mental health, because that is an end result, unfortunately. had a I mean his story is, after, when you read when the story came out, when you heard about it, unfortunately I didn't know much about him. I did know that he was the person that scored
Neither
the
did I.
touchdown. So
That's literally
but
it.
then when when stories like this pop out, I hate that media has this way of controlling emotions. I automatically assumed that it was CTE related. Um,
Yeah,
as
me
unfortunate
too.
as that is, which it very well is possible. I'm not a doctor. I'm not
Yeah,
a coroner.
yeah, we don't know.
I'm not doing the autopsy. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the dude was battling a lot. Lost his mom unexpectedly, during
Hmm.
his draft process. Um, has a beautiful girlfriend who is also pregnant, so he has an unborn child on the way. Um, I'm assuming a lot of, you know, who knows what he's going through, when you lose
Yeah,
somebody as, impactful and close as your mom, it's
yeah,
just, when you dig deep, it's like you never want to make an excuse, but it's like, damn, like all these people love this kid, all these people,
yeah,
rooted for this kid, and you just want to have the glory and give the glory while people are still here. You
yeah. You want to
ask
appreciate people for sure.
ask the questions,
Yeah, yeah.
and obviously, to make it a little personal, you and I, we discuss
Sure.
things. We don't have shows some days because you know some sometimes we're just going through it.
Yeah,
I'm just not feeling it today, bro.
life
Life is
hits
just
you,
life.
and you're just like, meh. Yeah,
So it's we got you, those breaks are necessary. You can't burn yourself out, and who knows, he scored a touchdown.
for
Like
yeah,
a touchdown, a touchdown that doesn't happen often.
no, and
It's
on Monday Night Football, so it's not like
the
obviously
whole
like
world,
the NFL is in the limelight. You're gonna get yours because there's replays or whatever, but
the whole world, man.
the whole world was watching. So yeah, I agree.
It's just, pick your brothers up.
Yeah,
um we it's always cool to joke around with your guys. That's just a part of being the guys. But
facts.
make sure you ask those questions. Make sure you tell your guys you love them directly.
Yeah,
Um,
tap in
in
once
the
in a
group
while, keep
chat,
it
in
real.
front of everybody, in
Yeah.
front of the guys.
Yep.
Get
Yep.
that stereotype or narrative away from men.
Yeah. Don't be
It's
afraid.
just like it's just not worth it. I can't. I've went through some traumatic experience in my life. I've lost,
Same.
individuals in my life, that have had a direct impact on my brain as far as
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
continuously thinking about the fact that those people are no longer here.
Yep.
And I'm, trying to juggle that with trying to add more items to juggle that are positive.
Yeah.
The memories, the love, the
Mhm.
laughs, the
They hurt.
cries,
They hurt
the
for
things that
sure.
so um just a message to everybody, take care of yourself, take care of the people that you are around. If you speak to somebody every day, there shouldn't be no awkwardness or tension when
Mhm.
I love you comes out, or
Yeah.
how are you feeling, how are you
Yeah.
mentally.
Mhm.
um and that's just something that I'm always going to um address. I wanted to start the show off
Oh yeah.
with that. I think it
It's
was
important.
of course. I mean,
It's
even
important.
though the kid took his life, and authorities are looking for him. He was already he was it's just a really fucked up, when you the reality of it, it's fucked up. I yeah, he a gentleman took his own life, but when you peel the onions and the layers of this story, it's so important
Yeah.
that you just take care of or do the little things every day, for yourself and for others, that the onions, it becomes a different vegetable, so to
Yeah.
speak, I guess is the best way to, there's no layers. There's just a surface,
Mhm.
um
Spot
but yeah,
on.
I mean, you hit it on the notes. Men need to speak. TF.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been
I'll keep it PG for that, but in all caps. So I mean, you can
yeah.
go ahead and speak on that.
Yeah, no, real quick, just from personal experience, obviously not with suicide and all that stuff, but just as somebody that has gone through a lot too, somebody's gone through a lot recently in like recent years, that could have made me spiral into a really dark place. I was in a dark place, but not obviously to any level that this poor kid was.
For sure. Yeah.
Um, but just overall, yeah, I won't touch on it that much because you said it perfectly, and I'll just kind of put the cherry on top of the cupcake. Um, as men, we just need to speak up. Don't be afraid. Like I'm openly admitted, like I'm in therapy for what I'm going. As everybody knows, went through a divorce and not easy. And there's days where it wanes on you, and it makes your head so heavy. Um, but as men, we don't have to be the strong ones all the time. We can be vulnerable. And if you don't want to talk to your friends, like say I talk to you, and I basically tell you mostly everything. Some people don't have that. Some people
Yeah,
don't have
and
relationships and friendships like we
yeah,
do.
it's fucked up. People don't.
Listen, you're not weak. Go to therapy. Seek out a therapist. Listen, I'll give you my therapist. The dude is awesome.
And
Like he doesn't give you that therapist vibe. He gives you that like bro vibe. Like,
right,
it's
and
like
that's how it
you're
should.
just talking to a friend and he doesn't ask you like invasive questions. He doesn't, it's not like you're sitting on the like I don't go. I do Zoom with him too, so he can do that. And it's not like the couch session where you're lying there
Yeah,
on in like, how you
it's
see in like
the
Sopranos.
Zoom is a little bit more, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit more comforting. You're in home.
And
You're in your clothes. You're
I've been there too, and it is very relaxing in there. Like it doesn't make you you don't feel tense, but obviously schedules and stuff don't line up. But
But
he
we
doesn't
know
give you
we grew
that.
up in we grew up in therapy, like you said, with The Sopranos. That's how we
That's
looked
what I
at.
say.
We thought it was a sexy woman that we could
Yeah,
make something
it's not.
happen with.
No offense, Bill, but do I wish I was talking to a sexy woman sharing my problems? Of course I do. But that is what
There's
it
some
is.
science behind that.
Yeah, there
Of
is
course,
some
there's
science
science
behind it.
behind it.
But like, just find somebody that you can talk to, and if it's therapy, don't feel ashamed. Be open about it. It helps so much. Like, dude, I'm telling you, I just had one yesterday. Um, when you don't realize it when you come out of talking, you get that high, you get that rush, and
For
you're
sure.
like, "Ooh, okay, now I feel better. I feel
Yeah.
myself." And I literally banged out like an hour and a half workout. I usually only work out for like 50 minutes just because it just gets long, and it's like, all right, let me just get this shit done. I was actually like enjoying it and did extra reps, did extra things just because of coming out of therapy. So it
Yeah.
can help you so much as men. I think it's mental health. November's men's mental health month. Um, Speak up. If you got
For sure.
problems, speak. Listen, talk to us. If you guys watch the show and you got problems, you don't want to talk to anybody, but you feel comfortable talking to us, shoot us a DM. We'll answer you. Um,
Absolutely.
so that's really what I wanted to say regarding that because we do have one more to get to um, in Coach John Beam. For those that don't know who he is. He was, if you've watched the show, phenomenal show. If you haven't, go check it out. There's like 4 seasons, I want to say, four or
Definitely.
five seasons of Last
Including the
Chance U,
basketball. Yeah.
and they
There's.
did basketball. I didn't watch the basketball one, but there's
To
four,
be honest,
five.
I haven't even watched this episode. I
Really,
Yeah.
so definitely watch it. It was
I'm
the best
definitely. I mean,
season.
excuse me. This season, I loved Coach J.
Yeah,
So, well, I love him. Um, But
It's not like that. It's
yeah,
a different kind of season.
it obvious with all of the reports coming out about this gentleman. It certainly seems like there's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Um,
You
not
didn't get like
not
the
in a negative
crashness.
way, but
Yeah.
Coach Jay made. I felt like he made it entertaining.
Oh God, yeah.
To
I follow him on everything. He's hilarious.
of course, but there's obviously multiple other ways to entertain people.
Of course.
So I kind of like drifted off from Last Chance U. I think
Hmm.
the only two seasons I watched was Coach J's seasons, and that was it.
The first two are good too. It kind of sets it up. Um,
Yeah, I like
but
that there was like different that like it
different
transitioned to
schools.
a completely different school, and that
Yeah.
was
I
pretty
think
dope. I wish it was still a thing. They should follow
they should
JUCOs
bring it
all
back.
around the nation.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Such a good show. It's like, and you can sit there and you can watch it and you can binge it and you won't get tired of it. You
Oh,
don't, it's
for
not like
sure.
one of those shows where like you have your phone and you're kind of scrolling on your phone while it's going. You catch like, clips here and there. You're zoned in, at least for me. And I know probably for you too, because you're a football guy. It just gives you that in-depth look at football and like the ins and outs and the behind the scenes. Um, but it is not like any other season.
Okay.
I would say this one has got its own flavor, its own vibe. Coach John Beam was not a drill sergeant. There was a couple moments, but there was very few moments where there was kind of like butting heads. It was more of the players trying to like win for him because, like I said, that he was a beloved father figure to a lot of them. Maybe they don't have one.
Okay.
Maybe they're struggling. Maybe, and it was in, I
Yeah,
believe,
Oakland.
if I'm not mistaken, it was in Oakland, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oakland, California. So, not the greatest of areas, as we all know.
Sure.
And it shows, they show, why. But he just lifted everybody up, and he's such a good person, a great football coach, a great football mind. And you could tell he cared about his players, his kids. So
Yeah, it's going to be super interesting to see
horrible.
this
Yeah.
all unfold because I'm reading the article from ESPN, uh, sourced by the Associated Press.
Hmm.
So the gentleman that, excuse me, I don't want to give him the same
Like,
introduction. The
mhm,
guy or person rather
person, the idiot,
that murdered
coward, I should say.
Coach John Beam, 27-year-old Cedric Irving Jr., um, who could face up to 50 years to life
Give him life.
in Alameda County.
Yeah.
Um, Really tough situation because I did read in a separate article that Cedric Irving Jr. did play for the same high school that
Laney.
Laney Eagles, yeah,
Hmm.
but didn't play under this guy. So
Trust me, if he did, this wouldn't have fucking
yeah,
happened.
it just doesn't. So I'm curious to what is gonna unfold regarding this because
Yeah,
it just really doesn't make sense. Like
it doesn't.
you killed this guy for what?
Yeah. He's such a good, like I said, he was such a good football coach, but he knew how to reach his players. And you've seen, the past seasons where there's interactions, there's players butting heads, there's like flare ups and temper tantrums and whatever. There's a few in it, but there's very few and far between. It was, like I said, it was more. Remember Friday Night Lights? This is
Mhm.
Coach Taylor.
Okay, yeah.
He was Coach Taylor. He was an older version of Coach Taylor.
All right.
Could be rough. He could be hard on you, but you knew he loved you and
Yeah,
he wanted the best for
trying to
you.
get
So
trying to make
yeah,
a man out of you.
yeah. This is Coach Taylor, and it's just so disheartening, and it sucks to hear that somebody like that. It took me a minute too when they said it. I was like, wait a minute, I know that name. And
Yeah,
then when they said who it was, I was like, fuck.
Brendan Woods,
Come on, man.
the county's chief public defender, said in a statement issued after Tuesday's hearing that Irving's mental health could play a significant role in the case.
Yeah.
I thought that was necessary since we started the show off, obviously, with mental health.
Which again, just
mental health month.
If you're struggling, just speak. Talk to somebody, anybody. Like, talk to a stranger. If you can't afford therapy, if you don't have insurance, just talk to somebody. Pick somebody.
Affected so many lives, including yours and the people that I assume love you and care for you. Like,
yeah,
this is super unfortunate situation.
But
yeah, I mean, obviously, rest in power to Coach, John Beam and Marshawn Nealon.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Two very impactful deaths that obviously had nothing to do with one another.
No.
But wherever they are, I am certain that they are having an absolutely incredible conversation. So, love and light to their loved ones and their families.
It's funny because Nealon is the type of player. Not funny. It's a coincidence that they both had passed within a short amount of time of each other. Because Nealon was for sure a player that Beam would have tried to help.
Okay.
He would have lent his hand to try and help him in any way possible. Like, he's the type of coach that's like, you see somebody struggling, see a kid struggling, he's going to reach out and be like, all right, what can I do for you? So that's just the way things connect. It's just weird sometimes. But like you said, rest in power to both of them. Just two truly, tragic stories that we have to live with and learn from. And I think the lesson is just speak. Doesn't matter if you're a guy, speak, because it doesn't make you any less of a man. And if people think otherwise, that's your opinion.
Up, Chuck.
Yeah. So, but I love the fact that we started with that. When you brought that up, I was like, hell yeah, because like we said, we're a sports show. We're a lot focused on the Patriots and football, but we're also life too. So when life happens, we'll cover it as well. And I think that was important to kick off today's show with that. But with that said, I'm going to start it. May VP, May VP, May VP, May VP, May VP, May VP.
Yes,
I want the people outside across the street to hear me right now. May VP. This kid, what else can you say? What else can you say about this man right here?
There's always going to be something to say no matter what.
There is. But my God, week after week after week, there's just something else. Something else that he does. Another play, another quote, just something. We'll get into the jacket, the beanie, like it's been said across, the media, whatever. It's all coming up Patriots. And it's all coming up Drake May. And it's unbelievable what this kid has done in such a short amount of time. But I am gonna not glaze, but like give us a lot of props at the moment, because day one, you and I, day one, donut was mine. Was mine. I know, was mine. Just send it over. Just do it. Send a Raven. Little look into the future. Send a Raven.
Okay.
But yeah, man, Drake May. I just want to roll through it real quick. We haven't covered, obviously, the past few games. Just the Browns. 18-24, 282 pass, 50 rush, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. all while being sacked 5 times by Myles Garrett and hurried 10 times. And they won, what, 32-13? Okay, that's 1. 2, Falcons, 19-29, 259 pass, 20 rush, 2 touchdowns, a costly fumble, and a pick. In the last game, the Browns game, he had a rating of 135.8. This one, he had 102.5. They won 24-23, and a clutch throw to Hunter Henry at the end of the game to seal it. The big one, the Bucs in Tampa, can't win down there. Playing a team with a winning record. They'll finally get clipped. 16-31, 270 pass, 13 rush, 2 touchdowns, one pick, rating of 89.4, probably because of the pick and the 16-31. Hurried. He was the most hurried quarterback that week. W. In Tampa.
Big one.
Can't do it. Can't win down there. Can't win in Tampa Bay.
Did it.
They did.
Done.
And you don't win in there? You don't win in Tampa with
swept the NFC South.
NFC South champs, as Coach said. They did. They won in Tampa. So screw. And then this past week, the Jets on Thursday Night Football, short week, remind you. So, if we had a show, we talked about this a lot, that I wasn't expecting a class game. I wasn't expecting, their best. I was expecting a slog. I was expecting exactly how it went. Struggled in the beginning. Got your legs a little bit. You saw them get their legs in the second quarter.
Yep.
And you just kind of push to the end of the game, get the W, get the hell out of there, get the 10 days off. And that's exactly what they did. And Drake actually had a really good game.
For sure.
25-34, 281 pass, which didn't think that was going to happen.
No.
2 rushing yards, a touchdown, rating of 107.6. In his past 4 games, Drake May, 1,092 pass, 85 rush, 8 touchdowns, 3 turnovers, with a rating of 108.8. And in terms of rating, the average for an average quarterback, your rating is usually about 80. The average rating for a quarterback in 2024 overall last season, 93.
Okay. And Josh Allen won MVP, and you beat him at his crib.
Mm-hmm. And he's so far in his last 4, a 108.8 passer rating. So there's that. As we've posted on the page and we've gone over, he is leading in a lot of categories around the league.
Just a few.
And you can't deny this.
You
can't do it. If you want to take this one, you can roll with this one.
I'll just play devil's. No, you can keep rolling. I'll just play devil's advocate.
Play it.
And say that they have the easiest schedule.
Yes, they do. They do. They have the easiest schedule. And we'll debunk that later on. And we'll tell y'all why it matters, but it's not something to knock them for. It's actually something to be happy about, because there is a theme to their easy schedule.
Of course.
Overall, on the season, Drake May is first in passing yards with 2,836. Justin Herbert is in second with 2,691.
Nice.
Drake May, completion percentage, first, 71.9%. Unheard of. Darnold is in second behind him with 70.2.
And not for nothing, the Seahawks are scary.
They are. But it's Sam Darnold.
I like the way they play football.
Once the lights turn to January, That
Oh, of course, yeah, we'll see for
so
sure.
they'll go
We
with
have
him.
we have a second year QB, so we'll see for him as well.
Right. Expected points added. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just the expected points for the game or like whatever. However, and whatever that stat is, he's number one.
Expected points added. Okay.
Yeah, and I forgot to look it up. Yards per attempt, he's second with 8.9. Sam Darnold is first with 9.3. And we'll get into why these stats are kind of unique for Drake as well. Passer rating, he's second, 113.2. Lamar is first with 115.5, but Drake has played 3 more games than Lamar. QBR rating, 2, 73.2. Dak is first with 75.1. That offense is rolling. And now the defense kind of got a little bit better, so never know what happens over there. Still don't believe in the Cowboys, but Dak's having a pretty good season. In terms of touchdowns, he's third with 21. Stafford is leading with 27. He's having a phenomenal year. And Dak, again, and Goff are tied for 21. Drake May is the most pressured quarterback in the NFL, and he has not thrown for 300 yards ever.
Yep, not yet.
And people hate on him for that, which I don't get why. Because it's more impressive that Drake is doing all this and Drake is leading in all these categories.
Mikey.
Without that.
Mikey.
Yo.
You just said he's the most pressured quarterback in the NFL and has not thrown for 300 yards in a game yet, correct? And
Correct.
People are getting on him for that?
Yeah.
But he leads the league in passing yards.
Yeah. Oh, it's because people are saying, well, Drake May hasn't thrown for 300 yards. It's just picking. It's just trying to find
But like
something.
what? But like to
can't.
be honest, I can't really like. I'm laughing because it's like that would be my response, right? And then like,
but he's leading in like everything.
Depending on your response, I probably will. Part of me laughing is almost assuming that you're about to say some dumb shit after I say that, and I can't help but laugh at how stupid you are to just try and prove you. Why just be wrong?
Just be wrong. It's
be
okay
wrong,
to
or,
be wrong.
Or start a new argument. I can. If I won,
pick somebody
now
new.
Let's start something else. Maybe you'll win. Maybe I'll lose. Like, come on.
What the? And I mean, the season isn't done. The season isn't done. Drake's not done yet.
So we through week 11.
11. Yeah.
12.
Excuse me. We're coming up on 12
right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So week 11, like through 11 weeks, like buddy, we're like, we're getting it's cold weather football. So like, we're talking about shit that matters now, and the only thing that matters right now is winning. And Drake May
is 9-2.
Drake May is first. I don't know if I'm sure there will be an analytic if it does happen, but I would like to know something along the lines of the worst drop off through the first 11 games.
Probably Mac.
Like how often does a quarterback that is leading the league in passing yards
everything
drop out of the top 10 by the end of the season? Like, what I'm trying to say? Something along those lines?
But he's top 3 in he's top 3 in everything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if I can't help but assume that the guys that are atop of these lists, like the top 5 guys, I mean, you look at the guys that we're talking. Drake May, obviously, he's first in multiple categories, but you have guys like Herbert,
Donald,
Sam Darnold. You got Lamar, obviously, on 3 Street. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
That is fucking balling. Matthew Stafford
Stafford's balling.
Stafford, I feel like is, Stafford looks like the best football player in the NFL right now.
Right now.
He's I can't believe it. I'm like, fam, did you get in a chamber? Like,
The
it's
cryo
crazy.
chamber.
It wouldn't shock me if like he tests positive for some shit. It wouldn't shock me at all.
I mean, that's
But
your
I don't
boy
give a
too.
fuck. I don't
That's
care.
your boy.
Hey, I don't care. He's
Now,
40. He's 41.
hmm
You heard Brady, bro.
hmm
You're doing this right now. You're gonna have 10 more years.
hmm
He's gonna
but
blow everybody's records up.
facts.
Um, but anyways, he is a
No,
UG dog.
that's important. That's important to cover.
He is a UG dog. By
Yeah,
the
we
way,
know he's a
number
dog.
four,
We know.
number 4 in the country.
We know.
Go
But
Bulldogs.
real quick, while we're on the Bulldogs, because this is a sports show. What would you rather? Would you rather a berth in the SEC championship, or would you rather the weeks off for the playoff?
Personally, with our current roster, I would 100% um, take the weeks off.
Really? Okay.
For sure.
So
We have key
yeah, you're
starters that are
banged up.
affected by injury.
Yeah.
So yes, I would rather. I mean, to be honest, Mike, I used to really. I've cried over SEC championship losses.
You're welcome.
Um, I've broken my hand because of SEC championship losses.
You're welcome.
But like now the championships don't really matter. They're not a recruiting mechanism anymore.
No, they're not.
It's like the conference championship game used to
It's more of a
have weight. It decreased in
yeah.
value.
It's
So
more of a spectacle now than it is. Well, especially with the playoff, it kind of really doesn't
yeah,
matter.
because it's like now teams strategize around it. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you guys only dropped to 10.
Yeah. Well,
So it's like, all right, now you
there's
just.
people mad about that. There's people mad about that.
I mean,
that they dropped to 10. I go, did you watch the game on Saturday?
yeah.
Did you watch it? We're lucky to still be. I mean, Oklahoma's okay, but there's no way that should have happened. And I know
Yeah,
we're
like
kind of drifting off, but
3 years ago, 4 years ago, that the world would still be talking about it right now.
oh, facts, it's gone. Thank God, because
Poof.
that meme, the meme of how my phone is normally with 2 texts and how my phone is when my favorite team loses. That was me Saturday.
Oh, buddy.
My phone had 2 messages. You and I obviously text throughout,
yeah,
so you don't count.
I just sent the laughs because I have to do
No, you have to.
somehow.
If Georgia lost to Texas, I would have gave you the.
Oh, buddy.
But that wasn't going to happen. I knew that wasn't going to happen.
That's whooping.
But anyway, the fact, like I said, so that my phone blew up at the end of the game. Bama sucks. Blah 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 blah. I have to call you out too, out there, Mister Tommy Dunn. Gave me a Bama's dead. Bama, bye bye Bama, or something like that. And I was like, actually, no, they're not, because they're still in contention. I was like, all they have to do is beat Auburn, and they're in the SEC championship game. So the SEC championship game actually means something for Bama.
Do you want to see A&M?
Yeah. I think. I'm hoping. I think this was the type of game. This was like Pittsburgh, and I'm not comparing the two out there, and relax, but like the Pittsburgh game for the Pats in 18 when we went to Pittsburgh and we lost when Brady threw the pick to Hayden when he jumped up and they posted the picture and everybody's the Patriots are dead, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like that, where They rode in. They thought they were just going to roll over Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got a good defense, man. Their offense
Yeah,
stinks. I'm sorry.
but
They didn't do dick on offense. The Bama defense stopped Mateer. The 2 times that they scored on offense, we gave them the field. They were in plus territory.
yeah.
Their offense couldn't move the ball. Our
Yeah, it was
offense
a very
Bama gave them that ball that
it was a
game on a
very
silver
uneventful
fucking
game.
platter. And Ty Simpson had the worst game of his career.
Yeah.
Bad time to do that, buddy. But get it out of your system now. You're still in the playoff. All you have to do is beat Auburn.
It just sucks, man, being home and that shit happening like
Yeah.
to that caliber of a team. Like, no disrespect
Absolutely.
to
And people are shitting on DeBoer. It's like, buddy, it's not. They just won how many games in a row?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, just Jesus
nobody's ever
Christ.
satisfied, bro.
I know, and that's like that. And we'll get off the top. I just wanted to add a little, college football.
Always.
But like, Bama, they'll be fine. I still have them, going deep in the playoff. But you know what? I kind of like this a little bit better. And the reason why is because now Bama and Georgia, for now, I don't know how it's going to line up when it's all said and done, when the bracket comes out in a couple weeks. But as of now, I prefer this bracket because we're in 2 different sections.
For sure, yeah. I mean,
I don't want Bama and Georgia to play in the second round. I want Bama and Georgia to play late in the semifinals, or if somehow it lines up where y'all on the top, and we're in the mid there, in the Natty. So there's a chance that we could meet in the SEC championship as well. If Texas beats Texas A&M, and we beat Auburn, you guys are in the SEC championship against us. So that's why I wanted to call Mr. Dunn out for, because he gave me that Bama's dead, and I was like, no, all they have to do is beat Auburn. They're in the SEC championship and they're in the playoff. As long as, we don't completely turtle against you guys, which it's never like that. It's always a good game.
For sure, yeah.
But I will say I'll give flowers to Georgia. I watched that game on Saturday night thinking that Arch was gonna have a chance.
I mean, he did if his receiver showed up.
Right. And that was my next point is he did, which pissed me off even more, because every pass he threw, it was like you caught it like you're trying to catch it like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, we're not drafting any receivers from Texas. Like,
Matthew Golden.
Bro, Vrabel, well, he's being buried in Green Bay, and I hate it. Vrabel, Elliott Wolf, if you're still involved, no Texas receivers, please. None. 0. Zilch. Horns down. But anyway, we have some fun college football stuff coming up, and Bama and Georgia will play each other at least one more time. But to get back to
oh yeah, let me tell you this, because
yeah.
This is fucking incredible.
Lay it on me.
EPA.
Mm-hmm.
Expected points added.
Mm-hmm.
Is a football statistic that measures a play's value by calculating the change in a team's expected points before and after the play. It accounts for contextual factors like down, distance, and field position, providing a more nuanced view of performance than simple yardage. A positive EPA means a play increased the team's scoring probability, while a negative EPA signifies a decrease.
I feel like I should have known that, but I didn't. So he's first in that. And
so,
it kind of ties into the next thing.
Read it, right? And for me being a football guy, reading that definition, I'm playing his film in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And he leads in that position because he is averaging last we did his numbers, he was averaging a first down per throw, 9.1 yards per
9.
throw.
Yeah. 9.1. Yep.
I don't know what it is now. It's probably decreased a little bit.
No.
Possibly, maybe not, but I would say that
There's
it
some
probably
drops in that
is,
game
but
too.
there's no without Booty,
Mm.
the big play ability as far as extended, like extreme down the field,
Yeah, it kind of
hasn't
gets
occurred
taken
since
out.
he's been out.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we want to continue that style of play, he got to get his hamstring correct. So I am cool with that.
Sure. Sit out Sunday too if need be.
Especially with I mean, I'm assuming that he's going to play after this 10 days.
I do too.
If not, I don't expect Booty to come back until week 15. If
Right.
that's the case.
Buffalo. I would say
Um,
keep him out till Buffalo.
yeah, if he doesn't play after this 10 days,
Yeah.
then I don't want him back until 15.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree.
So, but the luxury of that is our schedule is weak.
Weak.
He's allowing for other players to step up and make plays
Matt
and
Collins.
deliver, and come through clutch. So playing the film in my head, and after reading that definition, it's like, yeah, like, okay, obviously you watch him play. I'm assuming that Matthew Stafford is second. I would
Probably.
assume just by watching them play just by watching them over the past 11 weeks, I would
Let's take a
say
look ski.
I would assume Matthew Stafford is second. But regardless, that's what EPA stands for, sir. I just wanted to give you that definition.
Bet. And it is not Matthew Stafford.
No, huh?
If I have this correct. EPA.
Caleb?
This can't be true. Pass EPA. There we go. Wow.
Caleb?
No. So Drake's EPA.
Who's this by? The
Sumner Sports.
Sumner Sports, okay.
Drake's EPA, and I'm trying to fact check across the whole thing to see if they have it right. Actually, this was last updated. Oh no, this is last updated today. Never mind. Yeah, no, that's right. Never mind. So yes, this is all correct. Drake May's EPA is 92.24. In second place with 79.07. You said Stafford?
Josh Allen.
Nope. Stafford is 3. Stafford is
Okay, Stafford's third.
73.39.
Okay, so all right, let me see. I got
Josh Allen is
let me get
5th.
5. I got okay, so I was gonna do 5 guesses. So I guessed Caleb first. I got it. No, excuse me. I bet Stafford. Wrong.
Stafford's 3rd.
I then bet Caleb. That was wrong.
Caleb's 11.
11. Wow. Okay. Shit.
Caleb is behind Mac Jones.
I was gonna
Jones is
say
10.
Mac was probably gonna be my 5th and final guess. I got 2 more. So you said Mac was what?
10.
10. Oh, okay. Wow. Damn. Who the?
Let me put this in perspective for you too. Drake's EPA is 92.24. Mac Jones at 10. His EPA is 38.13.
Oh man, that was funny. Wow.
It's like the Grinch emoji. It's the Grinch meme when he's like the big ass
so what's
smile, the
Caleb's?
cartoon one.
What's Caleb's? Since he's 11.
25.26.
Wow, a whole 5 points off, huh?
Drake is 92.24.
I feel like that's a stat that can rise fast, so I'm gonna guess Oh,
That's what she said.
let's go with Tua.
No.
No,
Tua
even over the past couple games, huh?
Tua is 17.
Ah,
Tua's EPA is 10.96.
okay, I fucked up. I should have went with either Darnold or
Darnold is 9th.
okay, or fucking Baker.
Baker is
Well, I'm fucking terrible at this game.
where's Baker? I don't even see Baker. Baker. Sure, right in front of my face. Baker is 19th.
All right, yeah, lay it on me.
You're not gonna like it. I don't like it.
Pat Mahomes.
Nope. Kermit is 4th. It is none other than Jordan Love at 79.07.
Okay. Dak could have been good too. What's Dak?
Dak is 7th,
Oh, yeah,
62.45.
all right, yeah.
Your top 10: Drake, number 1, Jordan Love, 2, Matt Stafford, 3, Kermit 4, Josh Allen, 5, Jared Goff at 6, Dak, 7, Indiana Jones at 8, Sam Darnold, 9, Mac Jones, 10. Who's not in there? Who's not in there? That's a big name that I have solely and loudly voiced my displeasure for this player. Said he is not a top 10 quarterback by any means. He just had the Eli Manning effect in the Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is 13. 20. Jalen Hurts is 20.
I'm shocked he's even on the list, to be honest.
Facts. Facts. Probably one game that skewed it. But yeah, so that's a stat that I had no clue about, and it makes me feel even better about Drake after going over what it actually means and who else is involved in it. But that actually plays into the next couple points where it's like how it changes the actual point, meaning in the game. Drake is the most efficient third down passer in the game, and he's the most efficient third and long passer.
Yeah,
so when it's third and long, Drake's probably going to get it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
And the good thing about it is the teams are going to scheme against it. And then now you have a third and long situation as your backs are developing and getting, in tune and in sync with Drake.
Mm-hmm. Now you have James White.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
James White is on this team now.
Thank you. Like
so
even a faster and stronger James White that has better hands.
He is muscle hamster? What was he called? R.I.P. Doug Martin.
Yeah, seriously, another one, man. What the fuck, bro?
Mm-hmm.
That's also something very.
The fuck was his
That's
name?
a whole nother.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
What a dog! What a dog he was. He made the number 26 look so good, bro.
Muscle hamster. Yeah, there we go. All right. The Trevion Henderson is a freaking muscle hamster for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that. I think we're gonna keep Doug Martin's name flowing, and we're gonna call people muscle hamsters now.
We'll let him keep that. We'll think of a different rodent or household pet.
We could do that.
Muscle.
But just to put it in perspective, how Drake is being seen as well, a guy that sacked him 5 times and is known to be an absolute beast. Myles Garrett quoted after the game, after the Browns game, saying, "Great human being. He's a good quarterback who is soon to be a great quarterback. I like how he's grown. It's nice to be a part of the journey. Hate to be on this end, but it's nice to see how he's leading his team."
Come
That's
on,
from
bro.
Myles Garrett again for
Come home,
Drake
bro.
May.
Come home, bro. Or home, but come to your new home, bro.
Yeah. If you
I
would
hear.
like to join
I can
Drake,
see it. You might as well just said it.
You could tell when he was here too. You could tell he was just like, I was watching the sideline too, just to see like how his reactions were. He was looking around. He was kind of like doing some of these on the sideline. I was just like, come on, man. Come on. 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 End
Yeah,
your career here.
for sure.
Get a ring. Get one of these. Get one of
On a
these.
high nose. On a high note.
And obviously the coach, as we all know, but he said it last week, and it has to be, give him his props too. Mike Vrabel was quoted saying, "I came here because of Drake. I knew what he would be, and it was important for me to come here." That's your head coach. So it's just, I know we've spent the half this show so far talking about Drake, but it just needs Jesus. Like, what else are we going to talk about? Like, the kid could fill up is filling up the stat sheets. He could fill up shows. His MVP odds are skyrocketing. Like, he started at plus. His MVP odds started at plus 10,000 when this season began. Drake May was plus 10,000 to win the MVP.
You know what's crazy is I can't believe we didn't.
Hit it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Soon things are gonna change,
But
and we're gonna be able to. I mean,
I don't
because
even think.
we were supposed to have these. We were supposed to have the Patriot prop segments and follow them and track them each week.
Yeah.
And obviously that will come in the future for sure. Pause. But
No.
that's something. Why didn't we throw 50 each on that?
I know. But honestly, I don't think. Hot take of the day. Hit the horn. I don't think he's gonna win it.
No, of course, but it's just
It's nice
tracking them each week. We would see what the cash out is. See
Sure,
what's
the
going.
cat for
I mean?
sure.
I'm sure. Last week it would have been jumping. Now this week, I'm sure it would have decreased significantly because of Stafford. So
you're right.
It just would have been funny to monitor.
Stafford is first right now, plus 135, but Drake is second, plus 185. Just as today from DraftKings, just looked it up, just refreshed the page. Drake May is second in MVP odds, plus 185 from plus 10,000 to start the year.
So dope. Congratulations to him, bro. That is such an accomplishment. Like, and it's just like, just like Garrett said, like, he's a good quarterback and soon to be great quarterback. And it's like you watch him play and it's like, yo, he's already doing some great shit. So like what is in store? And that's the beauty of it, of being a part of this journey. Like, we are all watching this shit in real time amongst one another with the staff of the Patriots and Mike and shit. Like, fam, all you gotta do is protect him at all cost and watch and enjoy the show. Like, it just, bro, we're at the games live. Like, I know watching it on TV, obviously I've watched a good handful of games this year on TV.
Just a couple.
We've been to a lot of games watching this kid play live, and it's like the aura.
Yeah.
The aura, you can feel it. Like,
how it came from the beginning.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, obviously the doubters were there, but they're back. They jumped on the nut. Immediately. Immediately. Of course.
The main nut.
We know this shit is gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah. That's why, honestly, it kind of sucks to have this reaction. But when people ask me, or when people are like, dude, Drake May, like, pats are back, blah, 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 blah. And I'm kind of just like, yeah.
Yeah, we knew. And it's and I always, and just like you, I will always shout out Mac Jones, man. I'm so
Yeah.
happy for him. I'm so proud of him. You know, he was able to jump ship and fucking
Hell yeah, Mac.
at the young age of what, 26, 25, at
Hmm.
the, you know, going from leaving New England, going back home for a year to
Hmm.
regather yourself, regroup in the Florida sun, and
To
then
be a household name.
to find yourself as, you know, getting good minutes in
Five
San
and two.
Francisco on the West Coast with your
Five and
blonde
two.
hair and your, you know, like, come on, dude. Hell yeah, bro. All this shit coming out about how Belichick did you dirty and all and this Patriots and blah blah blah. Yeah, bro. I'm co-signing that. Stamp that.
Hmm.
You can hit the bullshit button. That's a bullshit button right there. We all knew. You know, we knew that. Like
Hmm.
we buddy, we knew you were set up for failure. How the fuck do we expect this kid to succeed if these are the guys that are supposed to be at the tip of the spear? The
Hmm.
fucking spear
Hmm.
was look, the spear was the same shape as a fucking boomerang for years.
It's
For
true.
years.
And we saw it and felt it live, and it sucked.
Oh,
Um,
disgusting. And the
like
weather
that
too. It's
game.
like,
Oof.
what the fuck are we doing? Why are we why am I so invested in
Yep.
this?
Yep. Didn't you say
Could
you
have bought
said last year when we
Bitcoin.
went to that Saturday game, the Chargers game, you were just like, why? Why are we here? Why did I waste my Saturday? My precious like weekend time. Why did
Yeah.
I waste it coming all the way down here to watch this and to listen to the Gillette Stadium crowd boo whatever was left of it boo in the third quarter? In the third quarter, when's the last time you've been to a Patriots game and the crowd is booed in the third quarter
I
because
never
you're
knew what
getting
the bottom
the
of the stadium
bricks
seat looked
beaten
like.
off of you? Yeah,
I never knew
that
what the bottom of the
that was
seats
it.
looked like. That's how
That's
many
what
people were missing
that's
or
what the
not there.
Cleveland Browns, bro. That's what the Cleveland Browns go through every year.
Worse. We were
That's
on
what
that
the
we were on that incline.
oh yeah.
That
That's what
decline
the
would have been like shit.
that's what the Tennessee Titans go through. That's what all these bottom feeder teams go through. And I don't want to go back to that ever again. I know we're gonna at some point, but I don't want to go back to that ever again. That was horrible. The parking lot was empty. The vibes were low. I know it was a shitty day. It was raining.
Took a half hour to get to Gillette.
Literally a half an hour. We flew there. We're like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, we checked the GPS a couple of times. We're like, are we going the right way?
Yeah.
Are we going to Foxborough? And you pull up and you see C Scott. Shout out C Scott's the best subs and the best pregame hit. If you're not tailgating or if you are tailgating, you just don't want to cook. You
The
want
pit
something
stop
quick.
for sure.
C Scott on the way to Gillette. It's right before. It's right after Mick Morgan's in that little parking lot. Technically
It's
Sharon. I think it's in
it's right
Sharon,
it's
but
right in front of Jersey Mike's, right? In Dunkin' Donuts.
yes, it's on
Yeah.
that same street as
Yeah.
Jersey
Fuck
Mike's,
Jersey.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Not fuck Jersey Mike's, but the support
um,
small businesses. C
it's
Scott. You'll
right
see C Scott's before you see. Well,
backs.
you may see the sign for Jersey Mike's, but you'll see C Scott. So if you
You'll
can
see
see,
McMorgan's. You'll see
yeah.
McMorgan's and the Econo Lodge in Sharon. Trust me, I know where that is. Walk from Gillette Stadium, if you
Oh,
can imagine. Walk from Gillette Stadium all the way back up to the Econo Lodge in Sharon. And for those of you that know what that means, that's a long ass walk. Got poison ivy on the way. Um, yeah, that was fun. But that was after Kenny Chesney concert years ago. But yeah, C Scott's.
could never be me.
And I didn't
Um,
want it. I didn't want it to be me. I wanted to get an Uber. I was like, I'll pay. I don't care what it is. I don't want to walk all this way. Unfortunately, the people I were with were just, yeah, they were confused. Um, so anyway, yeah, C Scott's great pregame hit if you don't want to, if you just want a quick, and there's tons of booze in there as well.
for sure.
So you get a sandwich, get some booze, get some chips, right off to the game, and a Celsius if you're feeling froggy.
Definitely needed.
But with that said, the aura, the vibes were back Thursday night. And you could tell because we were stuck in 2 hours of traffic.
For sure. I mean,
going down to Foxborough.
Yeah, I mean, not too many negatives. Obviously, the Jets' success I would attribute to a short week.
Yeah.
With an already bend don't break style of defense.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure it out, but progressing.
Oh yeah.
After two, legitimate tests as far as skill positions on the opposite side of the football.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bucks weren't even at full strength, so imagine.
No.
But yeah, man. I mean, watching the running back Justin Fields, do what he does, just be an athlete. I don't know why he plays quarterback.
No idea.
Beautiful night. The jerseys were fucking immaculate. The vibes were insane. The lights under the fucking
the blue. There was an aura type of night.
like, you know what I mean? I can't wait to like win more and they generate more money to do more renovations to Gillette because
Go ahead. Throw it out there. Say it.
Bro, we did it. We spoke about it before. We spoke about it during like.
Well, we did, but say it for them.
We're trying to reconstruct Gillette.
There is a lot of room at Gillette Stadium for more people.
We need more people at that. We need more people to be at those games for sure. It's time to add, couple, 20,000 folks.
If this kid, not if, we know what Drake is going to be, you're going to need more places to put asses in Gillette because there's going to be a lot of people.
And I will say this, it does, a part of Gillette now is being able to watch the game. Like when we sat down and watched TreVeyon Henderson, well, we barely sat. We fucking walked in.
I don't think we sat once.
And then stood right up. When TreVeyon took that kick return to the crib in the preseason, the beauty of that was seeing the lighthouse, seeing the largest screen in the stadium in America.
Everything just came together.
And then watching him just run by everybody and score a touchdown. Like that view it shit was incredible. But there's really no incentive for the people in the low 100s because the screen and the like us, we didn't even get to see Gronk physically do it. We saw him on the screen ring the bell. But
we were on that side.
We only got to see the screen, So I think that realistically, if they add, another 10,000 people with like another sort of big screen to separate the two, and then obviously I'm assuming they can fit some because they have to do something about the draft that comes in. They obviously didn't take them. Yeah. I'm assuming in reality the stadium is supposed to be flipped in 180 degrees.
You could tell too because you could tell how the wind was coming in. It was it was less though.
For sure, yeah, but it's that I've heard that be a problem. I've heard the big guys. I've heard Zoe talk about it. I've heard obviously Beto talk about it. And the screwballs after but and even players and things of that nature, and just obviously being there, standing there where we were pre-game.
Shout out 102.
It was like. Yo, this wind is kicking my ass right now. And it wasn't even cold. We sat through the whole game, no problem.
No, it was in that.
The pregame was so much worse because we're in the and I'm like, yo, like we can't be in a situation where
we were in the winter.
We're facing this way with a rookie kicker. We can't do it. We cannot do it. So
Yep.
we got to do something
Yep.
about that.
Yep.
Because that would be a
Yep.
significant game changer.
Pre-game, that's the reason why I bought this thing, because I'm like, the wind is gonna be whipping. I just had my snapback on, and I was like, no, 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 no.
Oh
This
yeah,
this
yeah.
this needs to be purchased tonight.
For the
Um,
foreseeable future, until I see a flower, there will be a beanie on my hat for sure.
Hell yeah.
I go to the
Well,
barber
no,
shop and
yeah,
it's
never
just a
mind.
beard,
No, yep, 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 yep.
just a beard.
Especially the
But
next one. The next one is another one under the lights in a
oh, for
couple
sure,
weeks.
that's gonna be exciting. But we are on to Cincinnati. Um, you know, shout out to Billy B and the famous quote. And I customized this obviously in
On to Cincinnati.
remembrance of the Billy Goat. Obviously,
Hmm.
big Billy, the big old loser right now, but um, he's still
Well,
my
he was
dog. So.
here. He was Billy Goat. Now he's Grandpa now. Grandpa Bill. But yeah, we are on to Cincinnati. Uh,
Did you see Tomlin's quote regarding the spitting situation?
no, I haven't really followed it that much. I just checked to see if Jamar's going to be out on Sunday, which he is now. He's
Yes.
officially
So
out Sunday.
obviously, Jamar Chase is suspended for the game Sunday against the New England Patriots.
Everything's coming up, Patriots, baby.
For sure. So one of the reporters asked Tomlin like how he felt about like Ramsey's
Spitting on
reaction.
Ramsey.
Yeah, and he was like, he's like, there's nothing I'm gonna talk to you about getting spit on. He's like, react naturally.
Yeah.
And that's obviously and it doesn't matter. There's no telling Jalen, Ramsey what to do. He's gonna react regardless.
Yeah.
Unfortunate situation. You hate to see somebody like Jamar Chase
Too,
in a
exactly.
situation like that. That it was just as embarrassing as Jalen Carter in the season opener. Not even a snap played.
A little huck too.
So you just hate to see those big names in that sort of situation. A push, a shove. A punch isn't acceptable, but
Like spit, man. Like, come on.
spitting is a very different ball game.
Yeah.
Just an ultimate level of disrespect. I mean, if people, obviously people have lost their lives for less, but people lose their lives over, spitting on people. So that's the type of
And you
reaction and disrespect
want
that
him in
people.
there.
Yeah,
You
and
want to
of
play him.
course, bro. Like,
You know what
come
I mean?
on, like you have the opportunity to. I mean, now, like, yeah, we have Carlton Davis, who you are on record saying was the best that you've ever faced, but you now it seems like you're ducking smoke. Like, you do some dumb shit like that, like, did you not want to play against us? Like, what was that your initial reaction? Like, did you really just spit on this dude after just John back and forth? Like, that's what it came to. Like, so I don't know. It's
And the
just
game was far over.
it's like, yeah, like it just makes the narrative of us like, I mean, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, yeah, the season is randomized every year. The team there is a reason why there is a strength of schedule, because some teams are going to have very easy, moderate, fairly moderate, hard, very hard. Like, that's just the name of the game every year. It doesn't matter. The teams that win have harder schedules. The teams that lose, they don't even get participation trophies. So, like, it is what it is. Like, it's just the end of this. You know what I mean? I didn't expect this. Like,
Well,
9-2. We capped off at 11-12, bro. We're talking about fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
I had 12. You had 11 to start the year. But
and I would assume 11 is the average. But
McCone had
was
11.
the average. But it's just like,
Shout out
I want to see Jamar Chase against
absolutely
Christian Gonzalez. I want to see
absolutely.
Jamar Chase against Carlton Davis. I want to see Christian Gonzalez against T. Higgins.
I want to
I
see
want
how
to.
they react to a team with 2 stud receivers.
Yeah, like we need that. We need that. Like we
Yeah.
need that film bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that they have a legitimate shot of beating us because that is our weakest link.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, especially with Burrow, like fight. He's now practicing.
Next week,
and
I think he'll be back.
so it's just like, you know what? Maybe they try to fight. I mean, they do have a 0.5% chance of making the playoffs as of right now. Yes, 0.5 is correct.
They're not gonna.
But they still have a shot. It's not zero. So
It's not zero.
it's just it sucks, that they're not at full strength. Especially the schedule.
Yeah, the schedule
but it's
makers will leave
football.
this one out.
It's football. We've missed guys. We didn't have Gonzo for the first, quarter of the season.
Yeah. And we went 2-2.
It is what it is.
We don't have Milton Williams for the next 4.
Exactly. So it
but
is
with
what
all
it
that
is.
said, like you said, this is your baby. Pats have the best odds in the AFC to make the playoffs out of all the teams. 98.9%.
98.9.
So
98.9.
with all that said, in the soft schedule, which yes, their schedule isn't a gauntlet, but
that's nobody's fault.
It's nobody's fault. It's the schedule you get when you suck for years, for 2-3 years, as they did.
Again, I'll remind everybody we had the 4th hardest schedule last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't make any sense to say, oh, we sucked last year because our schedule was 4th hardest. It doesn't make sense.
No, we sucked because it was a circus.
Yeah, we legitimately were the worst franchise in the NFL that year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the same fucking year as Brian Daboll's New York Football Giants. Like come on.
Head
coach. So
but when we're talking about this schedule, because the schedule, have you seen the memes? I love the memes where it's like Drake throwing a pass, like, oh, the schedule made a great pass there. Because it's true. But, give credit to, I think I saw this on 98.5. Yeah, NBC Sports 98.5 crossover. There is some merit. There is some substance. Good substance. There's some sauce making, if you so will, some Sunday sauce making to having a easy schedule. The past 9 Super Bowl champions versus the number of below 500 teams in their Super Bowl winning season on their schedule. This is how many teams the past 9 champions have had on their schedule that have been below 500. You ready? The Eagles last year, 9. They finished 14-3. The 23 Chiefs, 10. 10 teams on their schedule that were below 500. 14-3. The 22 Chiefs, I hate saying the back-to-back. Bleh.
I know, I was going to say,
anyway. Yeah. 10.
Back-to-back. Back-to-back 10.
Back-to-back seasons, back-to-back Super Bowl championships.
This is incredible information, by the way, Mike. It's actually incredible. I'm writing it down.
This debunks all the schedule bullshit. But 10 teams on their schedule below 500, 14-3 Super Bowl.
You don't even really need to say any more teams. Like you have legitimately the previous 3 Super Bowl champions, and One of which is the
But
Eagles, who is it was arguably one of the best Super Bowl
but we're
teams
we're
ever.
gonna roll. We're gonna roll because there's one team on here that
Oh no, I'm just
I'm.
saying. But
Oh yeah, I know.
for
Oh,
the
I
sake
know.
of like future arguments,
Yeah,
you legitimately the
facts
previous. So let's say the Patriots do win, right? They will
yeah,
now be the fourth team with
in a row.
in a row
10,
with
10th.
more than 9 teams that they faced below 500 during the regular season,
Mhm.
and two of those Super Bowls would be. I mean, excuse me. So two of those Super Bowls are Pat Mahomes,
Mhm.
who in 24 would have been the argument would have been of if he would be the greatest quarterback ever at that point. So the argument is dead, Mike. You
I know.
murdered it. You
This
murdered it.
this
You may
shovels. Yeah,
you may continue, sir.
this shovel shit
But the
all over
past
it.
three is fucking crazy.
And the past three, two out of those three Super Bowls were the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Exactly.
But 21, the Rams, 9, 12-5.
9.
Here it is. Ready? Ready
Okay.
for all you assholes out there?
Say
And
20.
you know me, I've come around and I've admitted that it was more Brady. It was both, but it was a little bit more Brady. The 2020 Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
9. 9 teams on that schedule under 500. 11-5 won the Super Bowl.
So the past 5 Super Bowl winners have faced at least 9 teams below 500 in the regular season.
Correct. But
Man, the
guess
Mike,
what?
that's
Guess what?
that's very valuable information, bro.
Guess what? There's
You
more.
gotta you gotta you gotta you gotta tweet it, you gotta thread it, everything.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta co-sign. That's yours. You did that.
19 Chiefs. 9. 9. 12-4. The 18 Pats. 9. 11-5. The
The
17
Patriots.
Eagles. Huh?
I,
17 Eagles. 9.
wait.
Yo. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of I'm getting excited. I'm feeling froggy
No,
today.
no, no. I'm trying to figure out how many you go until it's not consecutive anymore.
One more.
Okay.
9 Eagles. 13-3 and 17. The Philly special one.
Yeah.
The 16 Pats. 9. 14-2. And that's it. The past 9
9.
Super Bowl champions have all faced at least 9 teams below 500 on their schedule. To put it in perspective even more, the 2025 New England Patriots, 9 on their schedule. The schedule is what it is. It helps you
Yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
win
Yeah. Yeah.
championships.
Okay.
So if
Thank you
you're
for that
feeling froggy,
information.
if you're feeling like you want to make a bet, you want to toss something on something, you want to spice up the rest of the season, take your money, go to DraftKings or whatever site you use, whatever app you use, BetMGM, FanDuel, Fanatics, or go to your local sports book, the Brook up in New Hampshire.
We're clipping this for sure.
The 2025 New England Patriots fall into this category with 9 teams on their schedule under 500.
At least 9.
At least 9. There's only been 2 teams that have had 10, and that was the back-to-back Kansas City Chiefs with 10, like I said.
With potential to go 3 in a row, but certainly did
What?
not.
I'm going to say it today just to throw some more oomph into the season. And if I'm wrong, whatever, because we've already won. We're way past winning this season. 10:29 a.m., November 19th, 2025. The New England Patriots and Drake May are going to win their first Super Bowl this year.
You ever watch Zootopia?
I've seen bits and pieces with little cousins here and there. Yeah,
The
I don't remember anything about it.
in the registry of motor vehicles, there all the employees are sloths.
Yes. Okay, so that's what that's from. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that one
Oh,
of the scenes is they stamp it.
Yes.
And it's paid.
Yep. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
But numbers, if you're a betting man, you bet in favor.
Numbers don't lie. And the New England Patriots have had as many teams below 500 on their schedule, the exact number 9, as 7 out of the last 9 Super Bowl champions. It's
Great.
happening. And if it doesn't, like I said, it is what it is.
It is what it is, but numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. And for the sake of keeping the season fresh, the Patriots are winning the Super Bowl this year. Drake May will be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy.
I think it'll be at least 4 or 5 straight years as well, where the coach of the year and the MVP win Super Bowl. No, not MVP.
Well, I don't even have him winning the MVP. So
I forget what the analytic is as far as the.
Well, Sirianni definitely won it last year, right? I believe Coach of the Year. No,
I forget what it is.
I forget too.
Coach of the Year and I don't know, something about the quarterbacks that was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I'll try and find it out. But there's also another consecutive, betting favor.
And
as far as consecutives are concerned.
What would make this even sweeter is they have also played the number 1 overall ranked defensive schedule. So you can combat that with.
Okay, hold on, wait. Say that one more time for me, please.
The New England Patriots, schedule-wise, and we're talking about the fucking schedule this year.
Okay.
Overall, when you add it all up and you factor in defensive stats, they have played the number 1 overall defensive schedule. With how it's gone so far. To this day, the stats say that they've played the number 1 defensive schedule. That's straight from Twitter. I think it was Andrew Callahan that retweeted that or posted that.
That is incredible data right there.
That is. I'll post
that's
the
argument securing. Yeah, please do. That is very necessary.
Yeah, I got to dig that.
That is very necessary. That's honestly, it's not even. I don't feel bad, but it's like, yo, compared to the NFL, we're fucking rolling, dog. Like you when we went over the percentages, when we were doing like the pre-draft and shit for the show, like my biggest, I was pissed. I'm like, all right, the Patriots have 98.9% odds of making the playoffs. Pittsburgh has 56.3% chance, and Las Vegas has 0% chance. And we lost to both of those teams, and it aggravates me. And
I know it does. Still, it itches you.
I don't. I know. We discussed it last night, and I just in hindsight, I cannot accept the loss by the Raiders. I cannot do it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have,
care if it
but
was week one. Like it personally, it's just like that's just such an unacceptable loss. And Pittsburgh as well, for that matter. I mean, it's just self-inflicted mistakes, and that
Pitt,
costs you. That is
the
we
reason,
have
yeah,
seen we've seen proof. Obviously, the Raiders game doesn't really make sense because there was no Gonzo. Pittsburgh as well. So
mhm.
we
And if you
you
had
know
him,
we only really see it from we see it from a very different perspective. Obviously, DK scored,
yeah,
and Turner went the fuck off, but obviously
yeah.
we don't have anybody even though Jacoby Myers really wasn't a non-factor. If we had Gonzo, he would have been a complete non-factor, and we would have had people to
Well, you
we would have
think
had a
about
game
it.
plan in real time for Tucker. So
If we
I
had
mean,
Gonzo to start the year, they could be undefeated
yeah,
right
we'd
now.
be undefeated, of course. That's essentially what I'm saying. But it's just like imagine, like, wow, like we'd be fucking undefeated. We'd be in first place. We'd be through 11 weeks. We'd or 12, starting with 12 weeks on Thursday. We'll be, you know, the
The one seed, 2 game
we'll be
lead with the
clinching.
one seed.
We'll be clinching within a matter of weeks. Like
Mhm.
so,
Still can.
even though obviously it's still possible, but we're 2 games,
Yeah.
behind in that aspect. But it just
The Raiders
like I
one
said,
doesn't.
it frosts my nuts that
Yeah.
a team that has a 0% chance and
The,
a team that has a 56.3% chance to make the
you lost.
playoffs out of the
You lost to
AFC.
both at
Yeah,
home.
that you lost to both at home. It's fucking so
The
annoying.
only thing that I put aside for the Raiders game, we've talked about it too, but we'll talk about it on here. Um, is it's just it was the first one. It's just kind of feeling the vibe, feeling the team out. And I know you're supposed to do that in the preseason, but it's different, man. You know how football goes. Like
Yeah,
it's just it is
man.
what it is. The spin of the ball of the day just didn't go Drake's way. It didn't go the Patriots' way. The thing that puts that one away for me too is they were down 20-10. So like there was no real chance of coming back in that one. They got dogged that game, and it is what it is. For me. That's for me. You obviously have a different take, and that's fine. But
Of course, yeah.
I just that one just we'll toss it up as an L. The Pittsburgh game itches my asshole because they turned the ball over 5 fucking times,
Yeah, 3 times in the red
three
zone,
times in the red zone. They had the ball with the chance to win the game twice.
twice inside of the 5 yard line.
And what itches my ass too, they can't win in those beautiful throwback Pat the Patriot red jerseys. They just can't win. They can't post wins in there. And I'm just thinking about it. They're wearing those on Monday night next week. So please, Patriots, for the love of Christ, don't lose to the Giants at home on Monday Night Football in those beautiful jerseys. Give those jerseys their due. Let's continue to wear those things and win in them, please, because we just can't for some reason. But the Pittsburgh game, plus that game, as we know, the Oakland game, awful day. It poured. It was just a blah kind of day. That Pittsburgh game, the day was immaculate. It was
Beautiful.
beautiful. The ride down was great. The tailgate was phenomenal. We did a show down there. Then you have the Reds and the old throwback and the Pittsburgh Steelers and like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
old football
Mhm.
feeling. Like you saw Pat the Patriot and the Steelers logo next to each other, and you're like, are we back in the 70s and the 80s now? Like this that old football feel, like hell yeah, baby. And then you
Facts.
shit your pants. So it's like, oh. So, but you can do things like this when you're 9-2. You can do things like this when you're on the verge of clinching a playoff spot in Drake May's second season. You can do things like this when Mike Vrabel has come in here and completely changed the landscape of the franchise. And you can do things like this when you're back, when you're rolling, and when you look at the schedule that's remaining. And for me, I don't see a loss. There is not one game on that schedule that I look at and go, loss. Would it surprise me if they lose to either Buffalo or the Ravens? Because those are two really tough games back to back.
Of course, yeah.
No. And will I be pissed off? Probably not. It depends on how we lose the game. But in the grand scheme of things, no.
I like where those games fall in line for us though, because
after the bye.
Yeah, so just to put it in perspective, right? Like, yes, it doesn't matter. The schedule now, the schedule, there's absolutely here on What's Up Guy podcast, Mike Toronto.
Yo.
Confirmed and shattered, obliterated, destroyed the argument of strength of schedule during the regular season. It doesn't fucking matter. We're 70% in this decade, going back to 2016. So it's in the same decade, Mike. A year removed. 9 years.
7 out of the last 9 Super Bowl champions.
No, like, come on, Ken. The schedule
teams under 500 on this schedule.
The schedule argument is dead. Schedule argument is dead, 6 feet. But so we have the Bengals, right, in Cincinnati.
Yep.
I don't know what the weather's going to be like in the game, but regardless,
I don't know either.
Ja'Marr Chase, a fucking wash. I mean, I am hoping that fucking
Drake's gonna have a career day.
Has a 300-yard game. Hopefully by the bye week, over the next 2 weeks between the Bengals and the Giants, Drake May has like upwards of like 800 yards.
This Sunday is the 300 game. That Cincinnati defense,
it has to be, and if it's not, the Giants has to be, because not for nothing, I love Jameis. I know what he's capable of doing as far as downfield plays, and in order to match it, you have to outduel the downfield plays. So let's have
that Giants game though. They've got a good pass rush, so I don't.
For sure, yeah. I mean, they're playing for a lot. You know, the entire locker room is playing for a different cause.
I could see that game being a little bit scrappy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's under. I mean, listen. This is the thing about football in the NFL. When it comes to Sunday night and Monday night, there's a reason why these games are special, and like everybody remembers them, because everybody is fucking watching.
The only game on
the West Coast. They're chilling in the bars, or they're probably having dinner with their families, getting dinner ready, prepared to sit down and watch. On the East Coast, we're in bed on the couch. You know what I mean?
Or at the game.
Some people are at the game. Some people are at the bars. You know what I mean? But it's a much more of a low vibration. But it's the TVs are, the streams are streaming, cables, boxes,
TVs are bright, all the lights everywhere,
everything, and everybody is staying up the entire fucking game. You know, so, and everybody's watching, including the people that are preying on your downfall. So, those teams like the Giants, like these dudes know that. Like, yo, these people are gonna know who I am tonight. Think about how many names birthed on Monday nights or Sunday night games. It's like, yo, like we're now about to witness a problem. You know, I'm not looking at the Giants. I don't look at any NFL team as a wash. Like,
cupcake, no.
You know, the Jets are the Jets, but it was still a short week. I picked against them as far as the points. 11 and a half
picked the points. You picked the points.
Yeah, 11 and a half points on a short week is
so crazy. A lot of points.
You know what I mean? Especially on the Jets were on back-to-back wins.
Yeah.
After fucking.
And it looked good at the beginning.
Yeah.
They just couldn't score.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Adonai Mitchell.
For sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, thankfully he left on his college note as a Texas Longhorn instead of a Georgia Bulldog.
Another Longhorn. See, another one. No Texas receivers. No more. None. No Texas receivers.
But to my original point.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna grab my charger real quick. Keep talking.
Oh yeah. So we have the Bengals we have the Giants. 1:00 in Cincinnati, no Jamar Chase.
Nope.
Then we play on Monday night against the Giants
Monday
at
Night
home.
Football.
Then we get a bye week, right? So let's say the Patriots win these 2 games. Obviously, they're more than likely favored these 2 games. Going to the bye week. Now it's the game of the week against the rematch in Gillette. You know, it's like, okay. We have rest. We have film. We have study. We have preparation. But it's still the Buffalo Bills, a team that currently today has a 92% chance of making the playoffs while being in the same division as you, that you obviously lead, of course.
By 2 games.
By 2 games.
3. Technically 3 because they would have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, fair enough. And then right after that, you have the red hot Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. But they haven't played anybody on their schedule.
Yeah. So, but it's like in week 15 and 16, those games being. Okay, I'll even go as far as saying this: week 15, week 16, week 17, and week 18. You have the Bills, the Ravens. Those are phenomenal games to have in those pockets because they'll be winning. I mean, winning and losing will matter for one of the other teams, whether it's needing to win to make the playoffs, or us needing a win to clinch something, home field, what have you. We obviously don't know what's going to happen with Denver. But we control our destiny as far as doing what we can to get that first round bye. We are we don't have the luxury of the top 2 teams getting a bye anymore. And I love that. More football to be played, more meaningful football to be watched and played. But then you finish the year, you have the Jets and you have the Dolphins. The Jets obviously have a 0% chance of making the playoffs. The Miami Dolphins have a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs still, so they still have somewhat of an opportunity to make the playoffs. But while also being in the same division, but it is a division game. You finish the last 2 games against Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, the MVP runner-up, the back-to-back-to-back MVPs between both of them. And then you finish with a team that knows you front to back and forth, no matter what.
Played you tough here.
A team that you play twice. Everybody knows division games usually are somewhat competitive, depending on the difference of the teams. Do I look at the Jets and the Dolphins as losses? No. Can we lose? Yeah, we may not need those. We may not need our guys to play. We may need our other guys to step up to learn some things, put them in situations, teach, coach. Yeah. We may have won enough for those games to be losses, but they're still division games. You still finish the game, the season. You can easily go 500 over the course of the last 4 games of the season. And potentially potentially 5, because Giants are on Monday night. So which obviously anything can happen. So obviously the schedule argument, or the aspect, is dead. There's nothing that you can really say at all that has any relevance towards the argument in your favor. But
bye-bye schedule.
As far as the pocket in which we play Buffalo, in which we play Ravens, who, Buffalo, is Buffalo. I think they're going to remain in this 92, maybe 70% chance of making the playoffs. Ravens, obviously, they're fighting back hard. I'm sure they went from a 0% chance to a 60.4% chance today,
But
who
they
they
have an
share
easy
with
schedule.
the Chargers as well.
That's what
At
people are pinning
60%.
Baltimore on too, by the way. That's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, anything that people want to say, more than welcome. Tap in,
Sure.
comment, call, DM, whatever. We can. It doesn't matter. Just rewatch the episode again and again. If you can't understand English, I can't help you. Um, but yeah,
No,
bro.
but
I
you're right.
mean, it's
You're right.
the Patriots control their own destiny. If you want to use the argument that their schedule's easy, cool. They're just winning. Obviously, if the schedule's easy, then they should win. Cool. Argument over. Complete. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for allowing me to come to your TED Talk.
But then
Yeah.
there's the other argument too, where we're already getting into this, which is driving me nuts, and it's like racking my brain. And I try not to listen to it, but it's sports talk, so you obviously gravitate towards it. We're already talking about who we like would rather play in the playoffs. These shows,
Oh, see, I don't care.
Kansas City.
I want to play whoever.
Do you want to play
I don't.
Kansas City at home, or
Nah,
would I don't want to
let's
go to
stop it.
Denver? I'm
Let's
scared
cut
of
it out. Let's
Denver.
cut it out. Let's cut it out. Because let's be real, bro.
Like,
Like,
stop it.
Denver has some shitty losses, and they almost lost
Yeah.
to fucking New York. So
What are
that
you
was just,
scared about going to? Well, the
you know,
Patriots haven't played well in Denver.
there's no team, and it's like, dude, like a part of the reality, a part of my feelings towards. I'm not very vocal about it, but internally, I'm like, bro, who the fuck like is stopping the Patriots from going to the Super Bowl? Like, obviously, you have a legitimate argument when you talk about the likes of Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes,
Hear me.
Lamar Jackson, but it's any given Sunday with those guys. Obviously,
Hmm.
I'm going to war with my dogs. I'm going to war with Drake May every
Hell
night.
yeah.
Every kickoff, I'm watching.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
there. You know what I mean? As if I'm fucking on the sideline. I'm watching it. I'm there. I'm tapped in. I'm going to war. But like these teams that have
War
these
kid.
percentages in the these teams that have the percentages in the AFC aren't shaking my boots at all. I'm not worried about Denver. They are a very flawed team. They're a
The New
very
York
flawed team.
Giants went into Denver
Uh,
and should have won.
yeah, of course, and obviously that's a testament to fucking both franchises. Really, like Denver on paper is good, but how the fuck did that happen? And why do they have to do what they need to do to scrape that win?
They would have
That's
done by
zero.
19 points.
Those percentages in that game, like New York should have just ran the ball every play and then punted, and they would have won the game. Instead, they want to do
Stupidity.
the most and shit.
And if they lost that game, we wouldn't even have these conversations.
Indiana is very impressive thus far. I mean, they're very impressive. They're obviously a team that is very in tune with one another. The run game and the offensive line is tremendous. Our run defense is obviously impeccable. We need Milton Williams in order to be successful in that regard.
And you'll get him back.
If we do see them, we will be at full strength, and I would love to watch that. I'm not scared of
It'd be a
them.
great game.
I'm
The only
ready.
thing with
I'm ready for that. I'm so ready for that.
The thing that elevates that for me is, and it's a tough ass, and I'm not saying it's going to be like the easiest fucking thing in the world, and it's just like flipping a pancake. But you stop Jonathan Taylor, or you contain Jonathan Taylor.
For sure. And
What do they got?
With the
What do they got?
doing what you need to do, yeah.
What is Indiana Jones going to do when he doesn't have his running back?
For sure. As long as we have somebody that can spy him and take away his athletic and mobile ability, come on now. I mean, it'll be a fucking amazing game. I would love to watch it. Hopefully,
I'd love for that to be the championship more than Denver, to be
For
honest with
sure.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. Buffalo, obviously, we see them twice a year. We're going to see them, in the coming weeks. They obviously have a 92% chance at this moment in time.
You could see them 3 times. That could be the first
could
matchup.
potentially see them. It's very possible. The Chargers, but they're very beatable. I'm not like, yeah, they have Josh Allen in the playoffs, cool, but Josh Allen
It
has
took
lost in
a
the playoffs.
superhuman effort, and I give him all the credit in the world. I'm not taking anything away from Josh Allen what he did on Sunday. 3 pass and 3 um,
He's a fucking
rush.
machine, bro.
It took a Superman effort, a literal. I can't even speak because it was so Superman like effort from him to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, who you went down to Tampa and beat
Yeah. So
handily.
a lot of
So
variables. A lot of variables. They're a very beatable team. You know, they do have the MVP, but you know,
yeah,
I'm not concerned. And before we even see them again in the playoffs, we'll now have 2 game films.
hmm hopefully 2 dubs. So
Tiebreaker.
yeah,
So you know what I mean? I'm not concerned about the Buffalo Bills. The Chargers, I'm
sound just flipped. Goody.
what was the last thing you heard?
The Chargers, Justin Herbert, and then it went. You were talking, and it was just kind of going in and out. So the last thing I heard was Justin Herbert.
Yeah, so Herbert and the Chargers put no fear in my heart, essentially.
No,
You know, they're a very beatable team. You
they just
know,
got waxed by Jacksonville.
yeah, like
Waxed, tattooed.
I want that game to happen so Drake May can put an end to the hype around Justin Herbert because I know the Patriots will humble everything about the Chargers. Harbaugh, Herbert, you know,
That
there's
would actually
there's
be. That's a
there's a
sneaky
new
good first game.
oh for sure.
Chargers Patriots.
Absolutely. We get our revenge back, obviously, from last
Kind of want
season.
that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I just wanted just to put Justin Herbert nonsense to rest.
hmm
Baltimore, obviously, any given Sunday against Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. I mean,
And we
one
have
of the
we
greatest
have a
matchups ever.
yeah we have a spot against them coming up, which, as we're all presuming, is going to get flexed to Sunday Night Football. So it's
Yeah,
going to be under the lights.
yeah. Let's hope. I mean, obviously, if Baltimore keeps rolling, they're a scary team. They're a Super Bowl favorite every year.
We're
So, now that they're at full strength, I believe, they're on a 3 game high right now,
Mhm.
and that they see us. Our game is circled for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, that game is
Um,
circled for a lot of
there's
people.
there's no doubt about it. So obviously it is what it is.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing the Patriots, New England, Gillette hasn't seen before. We've seen the Ravens jerseys.
Mhm. We've
We've
seen
been
those
punched. We've been
ugly
punched
ass
in the
fucking
mouth.
camo pants.
We've been punched in the mouth by the Ravens, but we've beat the shit out of them.
hmm
So I'm not scared at all. Bring it on. Jacksonville has a 60%. Let me not be generous. They have a 59.7% chance of making the playoffs. They stink. I
I'm not
don't
scared of sunshine.
at all. I don't even. He doesn't even deserve that name. I
True.
wish he would cut his hair or some shit, bro. He really doesn't deserve that name. I honestly, Justin Herbert is sunshine to me. I don't
More of
consider.
a sunshine, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't consider just
You know what though? Justin
Trevor
Herbert,
Lawrence.
I like Justin Herbert.
I do
So
too.
what
I
sucks
do
about the
too.
whole like hate, not hate, but like the whole like comparison and wanting
Yeah.
to put the
I
Justin
mean,
Herbert thing to bed. I like him. I think he's a good quarterback. He's just in a flawed system and a flawed organization, and he's just running into shit luck because his offensive line is depleted this year.
mhm.
Um, but also give him props
Yeah. I
for
mean, if his
Madison.
offensive line was,
Yeah,
at full strength, they're obviously a different. I mean, we've
yeah,
seen them. We've seen them
he's
at
good. He is
at the
good.
highest level. But for now, at this moment, I'm not.
Yeah,
There's nothing about the Chargers that
no,
worries me.
I just want to give. I want to give him props for Madison Beer. Like hell yeah, buddy. Good on you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fits the part for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kansas City has a 57.7% chance of making the playoffs. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes, still a MVP, runner up as of right now, favorite, whatever you want to call it. They're the Chiefs, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, they don't put any fear in my heart.
Do you want to know a stat? Not a stat. Do you want to know something, a fact that is going to frost your nuts even more? As you said. The Kansas City Chiefs. Let me get the actual numbers too, because this is just mind-boggling. Playoffs. All right, there we go. In terms of this one, yeah. All right, ready for this? Conference winners. Odds to win the AFC to get to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Take a guess of where the Kansas City Chiefs are.
As far as so it would be there's a list of 32. Number one would be the best odds.
The best odds to win the AFC. Actually,
AFC or NFL?
The AFC. Just the conference. The conference.
The Chiefs are 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th.
Nope. Well, we're talking like betting favorites.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not the actual stats. The betting favorite. They're 4th. No, excuse me. They bumped up. They are 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
They have plus 550 odds to win the AFC at the moment. Do you want to take a guess? What?
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say, want to take a guess at where our New England Patriots are at?
What, like 10th?
No, not that far down. But the Kansas City Chiefs, who are not even in the playoffs as we speak, if the season ended today, if we're playing no more regular season games and we're on to the playoffs.
They're not. They are not.
If the Patriots, if it ended today, the Patriots are the 2 seed. The Chiefs are out.
Yeah.
Yet the Chiefs are plus 550 to win the AFC, coming in at 3rd. The New England Patriots are 5th at plus 600. The Denver Broncos are 4th. The Kansas City Chiefs are 3rd. The Indianapolis Colts are 2nd.
And the Buffalo Bills.
And the Buffalo Bills are 1.
That doesn't make sense. We fucking have them beat in our division alone.
We beat them in Buffalo under the lights, and we still get no respect. So if I am Vrabel, Vrabel motivates his guys.
I can only imagine what he says behind. Yeah, I can only imagine what he says behind closed doors.
And I was about to say, I can only imagine what gets said when the cameras aren't rolling. But if I was him, this would be pasted everywhere. Like, you are 9-2. Your schedule is easy. Yet you're 9-2. You have lesser odds, according to the public, or according to the betting wise, which we call it, than a team that's not even in it. I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes, if it's Travis Kelce, if it's whoever, Andy Reid, the Chiefs' recent reign of success. They're not in the playoffs. They are, in fact, very far out of the playoffs, because in front of them, there's 3 teams that they have lost to. They have lost to Buffalo, the Chargers, and the Jaguars. So they're back 2 games out of that last spot, and they lose the tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chiefs need to go. I've heard it this morning. One of the shows they were discussing it. The Chiefs need to go at least 5-2 in the end of the stretch here to even have a chance at sniffing the playoffs. Do you think this team can go 5-2? I don't. So that team is favored more to win the conference than the Patriots. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Continue.
No, that was the Chiefs were the final team. I could go into the NFC teams, but like Philly, they have their struggles.
The normal ones.
I'm not really concerned about them. LA Rams are obviously a team to worry about. I would love to watch that matchup, but I'm obviously taking the Prince. The Chicago Bears. Please miss me with that bullshit. I would love to see that Super Bowl if that was the case.
I would actually love it.
That lick back, and I want to prove everybody that Drake May should have been the first overall pick in the draft. The Buccaneers, obviously, we saw them. They will be very scary at full strength, but
would love a rematch. Yep.
I'm taking my dogs all day long. You already know. And the Seahawks, who are surprisingly, I said it in the beginning of the show, pretty scary. But obviously, we know what Sam Darnold is.
Mm-hmm.
A fraud when it comes to.
There's only one team, that I can see matching up with, and I'd be like,
hold on, let me just finish the last two. The Niners and the Pack.
Okay.
And I'm taking the Patriots. Those are the odds of the both AFC and NFC. If you play back probably the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I named the AFC teams as far as percentages, and I just ran through the NFC real quick. Obviously, the Patriots are in the AFC, trying to take care of business first. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the NFL right now, I'm not overly concerned when it comes to kickoff. If you're the opposition of the New England Patriots, because I think the staff, the roster, the offense, the defense, and the special teams should overpower yours.
And if need be, if the Patriots get into a rut and we face, the likes of Puka Nacua, the likes of why am I blanking right now? Whoever, say insert receiver here, Rashee Rice, or your top dog, coming up. If we were facing Jamar Chase, if we were facing Abdul Carter, when we face Abdul Carter, I should say, barring an injury this week. You ever seen Celtic Pride? The movie?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
You saw the end of it? Where they go into the hotel room with Deion Sanders?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, if we have to play our part, Patriots, play our part. Good morning, Mr. Deion Sanders. It's your 3 a.m. wake-up call.
Oh, man.
Just saying. But
what a throwback.
Regardless, the Patriots are well positioned to go to Santa Clara in February.
For sure. And also continuing success. So I wanted to ask you, because I hit it in the group chat on Monday night as the game is ending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna preface this by saying my answer to this question is absolutely.
Okay.
But do you personally think it is imperative that the Patriots go after George Pickens in the offseason? I believe we have upwards of $80 million. Do I think that he is I mean, he's kind of making his case to be at least a $30 million receiver fringe. I'll give it 30 to 33, maybe 34. But I mean, just the ability, just based off of the play that, um, a lot of people are quick to assume it makes it. So, because I asked this question in my group chat, and
Mhm.
I feel like the very instant message would be, or response rather, would be, "Oh, like I don't think this guy fits here," and I think that being able to be comfortable for the guy that runs the franchise. I feel as though Mike Vrabel is at top of the list of like people that like coaches that people just want to play for. Like I saw there was a thread like a couple of days ago where somebody like said about Mike Vrabel, like, yo, like he's gonna force players to gravitate to want to play for New England.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
just it doesn't have to do with your character. Like I hate when people
No.
characterize wide receivers. Like, bro, we fucking know. We don't need more opinions about wide receivers being divas, bro. We know this. The greatest if you're not a diva as a wide receiver, you're not really a wide receiver. You could be a professional wide receiver, of course. I'm not saying like the likes of Marvin Harrison and Larry Fitzgerald, and those guys aren't to be reckoned with. They're forces of nature. But when it comes to wide receivers, of course. But we all know
The greatest of the
you're a
greatest were
diva.
divas.
You know what I mean? Like it comes with it. If you are, then you are. Like, and I don't really consider him a diva. I consider him like a very immature,
A shithead.
growing boy. But he's still a fucking animal, bro. Like the catch he made a there were two plays back to back. He made a one-handed catch. Oh no,
Mhm.
no, excuse me. He hit two deep in cuts, and then
Yeah.
there was a touchdown. It was a play to a touchdown, and the it just he did it. He was just like just a little
Hmm.
bit more, but like you knew that like he was going to make this wild ass catch if it
Hmm.
was just a little bit, if it was just thrown a little bit more perfectly.
Yeah.
And I believe that those perfect strikes are the perfect opportunities for somebody like Drake May to continue success. I believe, I love the guys that we have. I feel as though I feel like a move like somebody along the likes of like George Pickens, or even last year when we were, you know, somewhat favorites to get T. Higgins. Like I feel like
Hmm.
we still need that
Yeah.
X big name guy, and he's
Yeah.
obviously going to be the number one guy on the list.
Hmm.
I feel like he is 100% could be a player that could transition into buying the fuck in 100% as far as Vrabel. But I think I'm just like, yeah, man, like there's no way he's like the way that Jerry works. I just don't see him
Staying.
staying in Dallas. And
Um.
if we have anything to say about it, if we do, I don't know if they do or don't. I hope they do. Um,
Yeah.
because if they do, then I'm certain obviously
Mm.
if it's not an obnoxious amount, we can obviously match or better
Yeah.
the offer.
Yeah.
Um,
Um. It depends. So I'm in the same boat where it's like I do like the guys that we have, but I feel like they're good for this year. They're good for this team. They're good for the starter. They're good for like the beginning of the rebuild, of the get back. I don't think it'll be a long term thing because I think Drake will eventually need that guy. Steph Diggs has stepped into the role phenomenally, but
yeah,
obviously he's not what he was.
yeah, I would
He's a
assume,
different
yeah.
type of receiver now. He went ape shit in Buffalo because of the circumstances. Let's
Hmm.
let's be real.
For
He
sure.
was fired. He was fired up for that one.
Hmm.
Um, and he should have been.
Yeah, I mean, if he, we need a guy that would be able to,
But you need a young, athletic receiver that can stretch the field,
and be
that
able
can
to you can utilize Steph Diggs more if you have a guy like
differently.
that, because
Yeah.
now you can move Diggs around. He's obviously still a motion guy now, but
Yeah,
he could
of
definitely be
course.
a more set guy. You know.
And the burden doesn't have to fall solely on him, because obviously it does now
Hmm.
with him
Yeah,
being
the
Drake's
security
most
blanket, and
comfortable
yeah,
target.
yeah,
Um, yes, in the aspect that he produces in the way that he should, if you catch my drift. So it's like there's an immense amount of talent in there. Immense. But I also feel like when things kind of sour in terms of maybe him not getting the ball, maybe
I can't
just
see that happening.
the game plan, just I'm just saying, if the game plan isn't kind of catered to him, he kind of takes plays off, he pouts and whines and moans and stomps his feet. So yes, the immaturity comes up. If Vrabel can, pull that out of him, and Vrabel can, sit him down and be like, listen, buddy, this is the New England Patriots. We don't fuck around here.
Yeah, I think
We're all
I
about
think that can
trophies.
definitely happen.
If that can happen, if Vrabel can get him to lock the fuck in and stop the baby shit, the baby nonsense, yes, because the talent is there. Do I think he could be Drake's go-to number one, and we'll take Diggs and we'll kind of put him in a different aspect next year? Who knows what Diggs does? If they win the Super Bowl, who knows what Stephon Diggs does?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's just be that.
Sure.
But just to say Diggs is still on the team,
Hmm.
um, yeah, why not? I just want him to take this shit serious,
For sure, and I think
because these are the Patriots, and
part
fans
of
are going to
your,
turn on you quick if you start the baby bullshit.
yeah, definitely,
So, and I
yeah.
don't want that to happen.
Yeah, and I firmly believe that Mike can get him to a place where it's like, all right, I'm comfortable, I'm
Hmm.
a professional, I'm paid, I'm
Yep.
secure. Let's roll. Like, let's
We're
win.
about we're
Like,
about locking in.
you're a national champion. Like,
No.
you're a national champion.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I would be wary of the baby shit, and it's not even because I'm with you on the diva stuff. The receivers, they're all divas. Like, it is what it is. But there's a difference between being a diva and being like one of the best, like Jerry Rice. And there's also a difference between being a diva and not really mattering that
Mm.
much. You know what I mean? So, like, for what Steph Diggs was, however you saw him, when he came here, those questions were abound. Vrabel's gotten him to lock in. So to counter your point and to kind of stand on the mountain with you, if he can do it with Diggs, even though Diggs is a vet, Pickens is not there. You know what I mean? They're on
Yeah,
different
yeah. He's still in his rookie
pegs of the mountain.
contract.
But if he can do that with Diggs, and if Diggs is here too, and Diggs can have a say with them, be like, listen, buddy, I was who I was before I came here. I am who I am now. This is a place you got to lock the fuck in. We're trying to win multiple chips with Drake. This is your boy. This is your guy. Get to know him. Be his buddy. Because if y'all don't vibe, that's it.
Yeah,
It's game over.
yeah.
But yes, can I see that on the field? And would it be a scary offense with George Pickens added into the mix? 1,000%. Hell yeah. Um.
Listen,
So yes,
somebody to take
it's a
grasp of that number one.
playmaker, absolute playmaker, and Drake can kind of roll and flip the ball and do his little, his little motion with
The
Pickens.
highlights, getting
Yeah,
goosebumps already, bro.
yeah. So yes, would I entertain it if everything fell right? Absolutely. Um, I just need him. I need him to lock in, because I don't need him to sign like a 4 or 5 year deal here, and then year 2 him taking a seat on the ambulance because Drake's not throwing him the ball 10 times a game. But yeah, the talent ad would be. So yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, we shall see. We shall see.
Mhm.
It's exciting.
Do you just
Obviously,
bring up
wanting
his
to-
name because he's a dog?
No, I did not. I legitimately was just
I had
watching
to
him,
say
and
it.
I know I know his entire circumstance, obviously, and I'm just like, right, buddy.
If
Like,
you can Corey Dillon him, yes. Let's put it
yeah.
that way. Let's say that. Let's throw it there. If you can Corey Dillon him,
And then we're talking about a young pup still. We're not even
yeah,
talking about a
right,
big dog on campus.
right, right. But I'm saying if you can Corey Dillon him, if you can Randy Moss him,
For sure.
if you can Moss, yes, absolutely, because Brady to Moss was lethal, and May to Pickens could be. So yes. But yeah, so we've covered a whole hell of a lot. We are officially back, just like the
Yeah,
Patriots are.
much needed show
Hell
for
yeah,
sure.
hell yeah. To round out and kind of tie a bow on this one, I just want to quickly shout out Jason. If I butcher your last name, I'm sorry, but I'm just going on the way it's spelled, and I'm comparing it to another idol, you should say. But shout out to Jason Boucher. Again, sorry if it's not Boucher, if it's not Bobby Boucher. Go follow him on Instagram. He can be found at artist underscore Jason Boucher, one word. He has put out some phenomenal swag, including the Patriots Sully hoodie, and I think shirts are available too. They're available in red. I believe he's working on blue and the storm blue ones from Thursday, but the Sully is Pat the Patriot. If you haven't seen it, it's Pat the Patriot doing the Sully. It is phenomenal. He has a bunch of other pieces available too. I believe you just have to DM him. I don't think there's an actual store. I could be wrong on that, but go to his page, check it out. He's got Drake May koozies that I need a hoodie and I need a koozie ASAP. And you'll
support the small
hell
girls.
Yes. He is very, very skilled at what he does.
Right.
The some of the pieces that
definitely.
he's put out, it's phenomenal artwork. He does just straight artwork too. The last Drake May post that we threw on our story of like the dueling heads, that's him. So
okay.
check his page out, and you might be hearing from him in the future as well. And we have one last little nugget. We obviously we're planning on going to Tampa Bay. The universe was against us and going to Tampa Bay for multiple reasons. But that doesn't stop us from going on the road. And with that said, the What's Up Guy podcast, amongst potential other attendees, if you so will, we'll be going on the road this season, taking our talents to a place that y'all know very well, a place that could be a pain in the ass when it comes down to it, but you never know. And you'll find out soon whether, in fact, that place is. I know I just teased the hell out of that, but hey, you gotta keep people on your toes. So stay tuned to the page. We'll be dropping where we are going. There's obviously slim pickings to pick from here, so y'all can probably figure out where we're going. But you still like to tease it, so we'll be going on the road. I cannot wait. It is going to be a hell of a couple days. We're going to get some great content for y'all, for us, and it's going to be great because the Patriots are going to still be rolling.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be fighting for that 1 seed. So stay tuned to the page. that we to let y'all know what we're up to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'll throw it to you for any final thoughts, and we can wrap this baby up.
Yeah. So as always, just like we started the show off, it's almost impossible to be alive. So enjoy the moments, enjoy right now, and if it's too hard to enjoy, take a step back, try and fix and put the pieces around you that are more stable than your current situation. Um, get the help that you may need, talk to whoever you need to talk to, write down whatever you need to write down, scream in a pillow, you know what I mean? Go to a rage room, something.
Rage rooms are great.
For sure. Personally haven't done it, but definitely would love to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's almost impossible to be alive, man. In the light of Mr. Nealon, obviously, taking his life. It's should never come to that point. Nobody should ever be that alone in their minds. So let's do better for ourselves and for one another.
Reach out, be vulnerable, be open, and prioritize yourself and take care of yourself.
Always,
for sure,
always
out there, because as the great Steph Diggs has said, we all we got, we all we need.
All we need. So yeah, that's that. Pats are 9-2. We're on to Cincinnati. Hashtag that.
On to Cincinnati. Let's
and
have a Sunday, and we got to close the show the only appropriate way to close this particular show. Got to give a very huge and healthy happy birthday shout to the future of the New England Patriots. Happy 4th birthday to Tony Tough. On Saturday? Saturday's his birthday? His official birthday?
November 22nd.
So Saturday.
Antonio James Chance will be turning 4 years old.
If y'all don't know, Tony is Derek's son. But yeah, birthdays coming up.
Gotta much appreciated, Uncle Mike, for sure.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
With that said, we'll see y'all when we see y'all. We'll see y'all probably from Gillette under the lights in a couple weeks. Monday Night Football against the G-Men.
The G Girls.
Let's go.